Hello there! Welcome to my show, COVID-19 Update by Heerak. It's TGIF. TGIF. Friday, August 28th. It's first week of school at Georgetown University. Oh, yes. Yes, classes started on Wednesday, a couple days ago. Georgetown University is 100% online, undergraduate courses as well as graduate student courses. So yeah, it's we won't have many people dying, thank God. you know, the colleges with a lot of people stuffed into small classrooms. I can't speak for you. I can, but but it is TGIF, so let's think about happy things. Yeah, you have like a week of beach left, so you better head on down to the beach to swim with the fishes and have fun. Just kind of 1 week left. After that, no more beach for you. No more sun tanning. No more riding the waves. And this winter it's gonna be COVID-19 winter where a lot of people die, unfortunately. Yeah, so get yourself to the beach, have some fun. You have 1 week left, and it's gone. 1 week and it's gone. So yeah, don't lose out. It'd be a big shame if you lose out on beach fun. Yeah, this is August. August is slowly passing away. You don't want to miss out on August, right? Oh my gosh, this winter, a lot of people are going to die. I'm predicting, and I'm Heerak Christian Kim, independent candidate for U.S. Congress in Virginia's 8th District. I'm predicting that 3 million Americans minimum will die. I mean, it's a prediction. Obviously, I hope it doesn't come true. But based on the stats right now, this is August, and we have like 1,000 people dying every day. Can you imagine the flu season? I mean, it's going to be exponentially greater in terms of death. So if you have 60,000 people dying per state, there are 50 states, you will have like 3 million people dying. Definitely possible. Yes, you could have fun now because you may die before Christmas, before next year April. The flu season is like 6 months long, so the whole flu season. And in like a little over a month in New York, you had over 30,000 people die. So can you imagine like 6 months of that? Yeah, there's a tremendous number of people are going to die this winter. Yeah, so don't lose out on the fun, on all the fun. Harry the Owl is looking at all of you and saying you should have some fun. you know, yeah, because it's you know you may die before Christmas. People you love, people you know may die before Christmas. This is the time to party. This is the time to have fun. I mean, geez, when you're still breathing, when you still don't have COVID, yeah, go to the beach. Have fun. You have like a week left. Don't miss out. My gosh, you'll regret it. you know, 1 week left. That's it. Um, yeah, I mean, fill everybody in your car from your apartment, just drive in there, or from your home, drive to the beach, have fun. We have a lot of beaches nearby. We have beaches in Delaware, we have beaches in Virginia, we have beaches in Maryland. Yeah, there's no reason why you should go to one of these beautiful beaches tomorrow and have fun. You have 1 week left. That's it. You know, so don't waste the fun. Don't waste the beach time that you have left. Because it's Christmas. A lot of people are going to die. Um, yeah, but don't think about that now. Think about the fun you can have in the beach. you know, yeah. I mean, if you're fixated on the sadness, then you're never going to enjoy life, right? So when you have a chance to enjoy life, you should enjoy life. Right now, you have a chance to enjoy life. Obviously, when you go to the beach, stay 6 feet away from people, wear a mask, when you talk to people, you know, just be careful. But sky's the limit, right? In the beach, there's no ceiling, there's no walls. Uh, so it's hard for you to get COVID-19 in the beach as long as you kind of stay away from people, 6 feet away. Yeah, so go have fun, enjoy yourself. Can I get a five on the beach fun? Beach fun, can I get a five? Yeah, today is Happy National Cherry Turnovers Day. There is a lady picking the cherries and making it into, yeah, cherry turnover right there. Yeah, you know that what they say, a way to man's heart is through his stomach, and it's largely true. Think about it. You work like 8 hours a day, right? Basically, you have dinner. That's like the highlight of your life or day. Um, and then you eat breakfast and lunch, right? So work is like work. And then you come home, you have dinner, you spend some time with your beautiful wife, and make love, you know. And like good food puts you in the mood, right? It's like good food is aphrodisiac. And then you go to work next day 8 hours, and then you come home again. Good food, aphrodisiac, a lot of sex with your wife that you should have a lot of sex with. Yeah, I mean that's the kind of thing that gives people happiness, right? Good food and beautiful wife. you know, I mean that's the beginning of time. Um, yeah, but for most men, life is work, dinner, and beautiful wife. I mean, you know, uh, yeah, and the children come, and obviously children give you a lot of joy. Um, yeah, so it's life isn't that complicated. People make life complicated, and they throw away the happiness they could have, and it's kind of sad when people throw away their happiness. Yeah, don't throw away your happiness. Enjoy, the beach. Find the one you can love and marry when you still have a very hot body, very attractive body. Yeah, and have kids, have fun, with your kids. Life is happiness in life isn't that complicated. Um, but a lot of people just try to run away from happiness, and it's kind of sad. But yeah, um, yeah, I mean, it's, you gotta have fun at the beach. My gosh, I mean, if you miss out on the beach, how sad is that? There's nothing more sad than you missing out on fun at the beach. My gosh, you have 1 week of beach fun left. Oh my gosh, are you gonna miss out on the beach fun? Look at that. Look at me having fun at the beach. Yeah, I love the beach. Um, yeah, there's a photo of me right underneath with a Macedonian I met at Mallorca, Parma de Mallorca. Yeah, she's from Macedonia. She's pretty, so, you know, you know, yeah, so, yeah, I mean, it's fun. And, yeah, next to that is German girl, who's, fun to hang out with and talk to, I spoke German with her. Yeah, and then next to that is another German. Um, I don't know, I think like Cooper Fry or something. Both she and her girlfriend were kind of, you know, kind of half natural. So uh, I had to cut the photo over there because, you know, it's yeah. So anyway, but yeah, both of them are really pretty. The other one is prettier actually, but it's just I can't really show you her face there, because yeah. But yeah, they're nice. I enjoy hanging out with them. Both are German. Um, Next to that is another German. I like Germans. Beach can be so much fun. I love going to the beach. I always want to go to Parma de Mallorca. You know, uh, in the summer, like between end of spring semester and then beginning of summer semester, and then I was gonna go again after, everything ended. But I mean, you cannot go enough to Palma de Mallorca in Spain. It's like my favorite place to go to beach. Spanish Riviera, yeah, it's nice. I met some nice Spanish people too, but um, yeah, I mean, it's fun. I enjoy Spain. I love the beach. Yeah. So yeah, you go have fun at the beach. I mean, you don't want to miss out on all the fun. You have one week left. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So yeah, yesterday in 24 hours we had about 1,000 deaths, 948. So there were 181,762 people died. And it's going to be far more. As I said, like 3 million Americans are going to die in the flu season. This is the time to go ahead and have fun while you can. Because in the winter, everything's going to be closed. Everything's going to close when people start dying left and right. It is the flu season. That's when people get sick. Everybody gets sick. A lot of people are going to die when they get sick. When they get a flu, hospitals will be crowded. So they may not be able to get a ventilator even though they have a flu. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be patients with COVID-19, patients with common cold, patients with croup, patients with mononucleosis, patients with all kind of wintry illnesses, and they won't have enough beds. They won't have enough ICUs. They won't have enough ventilators. They're not going to have enough PPEs. So people are going to be dying left and right. People are going to die from COVID-19, but people are also going to die from flu. People are going to die from like common cold. People are going to die left and right because, there's not going to be a place in the hospital because COVID-19 is still very alive and it's killing 1,000 per day in the summer. You can imagine in the winter it's going to kill like tens of thousands per day. You can. And then you have common cold, which also kills like what, 60,000 to 250,000 per year. I mean, geez. So we may even have like 250,000 deaths from just the flu. People who don't have COVID but who have flu can die because hospitals will be stretched. And then there are people who die from common cold every year too. So I mean, people are going to be dying left and right, left and right. From COVID-19, flu, common cold, all kinds of illnesses. So this is the time to enjoy yourself. Don't miss out on the fun. You will regret it. Can I get a 5 on the fun? Can I get a 5 on the beach? Oh my gosh, I love the beach. There are 5,913,527 cases. Oh, I should welcome everybody at Georgetown. 'Cause I know a lot of you are watching me. I have a lot of fans at Georgetown University, both undergraduates and graduate students in the law school, in the medical school, in business school, and in law school of foreign service, with course school of public policy, graduate school, you name it, nursing school, global health. Yeah, a lot of fans everywhere. Yeah, so welcome. Congratulations on the first week of school. I hope you had a lot of fun in the first week. And I hope you go to the beach and have more fun over the weekend, wherever you are. Find the beach, have fun. Yeah. So, yeah, life is what you make it. I mean, some people live life uh, like it's a punishment from God. For me, I live life to the glory of God, but I also enjoy life, to the fullest. There's only 100 years to live. You want to live 100 years that is fulfilling to you, right? Obviously, I'm praying that God will send me somebody beautiful to marry. I should have married one of these women. I don't know. I was so dedicated to my Jewish studies research. You know, um, I should have been so, I was like, people say I was married to Jewish studies because I research Jewish studies like sometimes 15 hours a day. I read books in German, in French, in Hebrew, academic books because I want to be the best. And, that's why I'm respected highly all over the world as a Jewish studies expert. because I do my research, I do my critical thinking, I come up with original theories. I'm always wanted in an academic conference. Um, but yeah, I should have married one of them. They're all beautiful, you know. My gosh, and they're all like 18, 19, 20. My marriage. You know, I want to marry somebody between 18 to like 22, 24. Me, 20. Like 22 is better, but 24. Yeah, so 18 to 24 is like my marriage candidacy. Period. Um, yeah, I think it's more fun when you marry young. I, you know, you 18-year-olds could not keep up with me then. I mean, they can't keep up with me with all my fun and partying and beach life. You know, yeah, I mean, you build stamina when you do Jewish studies for 15 hours a day nonstop. I mean, it's kind of a mental exercise, but yeah, I mean, it translates into party scene. Like Germans say, work hard, party hard. That's like the German motto. And I live by that. So I had so much fun, right, guys? I mean, I live life to the fullest because life is short. You can only live like 100 years, 120, at most. Life goes by, right? In a blink of an eye. Those of you who started at Georgetown, you're 18 now. Do you remember like when you were like younger? I mean, 18 years passed by like blink of an eye. Next 18 years gonna pass by like that too. Yeah. So you want to live life to the fullest. Um, yeah. I mean that's important. Obviously, I want to marry somebody between 18 to 22, 24. Yeah, somebody who's beautiful. you know, that I love and have a lot of kids. And so we'll see. I've never been married. I've been like so seriously engaged in Jewish studies, trying to be the best in the world in that. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should have just like given all my energy to Jewish studies. I mean, that was vacation, but yeah. But anyway, life is like that. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, they're all like 18, 19, 20. Yeah. I mean, that's the age that I date, wherever I go. I mean, primarily, I make exceptions for somebody who's amazingly beautiful, but generally, that's the age group that I date, 18 to 22, 23, sometimes 24. But, mostly 18 to 22. So, you know, what can I say? Yeah, God created beauty. And, as once you hit 26, your eggs start kind of like your eggs age with you. When you're born, you have all your eggs already. So after 26 is all downhill. I mean, like literally, your eggs go downhill, your body goes downhill, and everything goes downhill. So you can't fight biology. You cannot fight physical body degeneration. So that's, as a way of explanation why I want to marry somebody who's 18 to 24. Um, like you have the best chance of having children without, any kind of problems in birth or, because once your eggs become really old, like past 30, you could develop all kinds of problems. Um, yeah, I mean, so yeah, and a lot of women can't have children after 30. They have a hard time conceiving because they're old. Women's body was meant to conceive like 18 to 22 is like the height, but certainly not like, you could have your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh child, later, but your first child should be like somewhere between like 18 to 24, um, and once you have a first child, your second and third, births, pregnancies become easier, you know, um, and your body recognizes a pattern. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, go to the beach and have fun. Yeah, I have top five. So number one is not Iran, actually. It's United States of America. It's a typo. Oh my gosh! I hope the United States doesn't become Iran. but it's United States. I don't know how that typo happens. It's like really strange. But yeah. United States, not Iran, is number one. It has 5,913,527 cases. Death is at 181,762. Death rate is 3%. There have been cases of COVID-19 patients who got reinfected with COVID. It's been happening all over the world, so we should not be surprised that this is happening in America. Um, my prediction is that most number of people will die in New York State, like 1 million people minimum will die in the whole state of New York, because you could get reinfected. So let's say there are New Yorkers who got infected. There were like 400,000 New Yorkers who got infected uh, in March and May, and over 30,000 died, but then you recover. You can still get COVID-19 again this flu season. Yes, you can. Yeah, I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm not going to lie to you. I've been saying this since April. In April, it was a theory. It was my theory that you could get COVID again and again and again. So it was a theory when I started talking about it in April, but now it's a fact. It's been proven by documentation. It's been proven by actual cases of human beings getting reinfected all over the world. And in the United States, now we have cases that are confirmed where one person had COVID before and that person got COVID again. Yeah. Um, yeah. So everybody in New York, just because you had COVID in March or April, doesn't mean you're safe. You could get it again, and you could die from it this flu season. Yes. Yes. You might have suffered in. You might have had intubation and you barely survived after several months, but you're gonna have to do that again. Yeah, if I were you, if you're in New York City, I would move out of New York City right now when you can. And if you have a condominium or expensive property, in one of the high rises, I mean that's like COVID-19 cluster waiting to happen in your building because it's like apartment buildings. That's where a lot of people die. Getting COVID is easy in apartment buildings. So I would move out of your high rise or your apartment or your condominium or whatever, your suite in Manhattan, and move into like a suburb in a single family home. Because even if you had COVID before, you could get it again, you could die from it. I mean, what good is your money, millions or billions of dollars, if you die? Yeah. I mean, geez, COVID-19 is here forever. It's not going away. You can't never have fun in New York again the way you did like a year ago. Yeah, it's gone. Um, so it's probably smart if you sell your property now and move out to that suburbs. It's safer for you in a single home. Yeah, I just found out today that one of the workers in my apartment building got COVID. Yeah, so I expect a lot of people in my building to get COVID, and we'll probably start seeing that. It's sad, but if you have one person in a building having COVID, it's going to spread. It's an apartment building. It's like, it's crowded. In crowded places, people are going to get COVID and die. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but we have one case that's confirmed. The manager sent that email to all of us saying this worker who works on the property had COVID. So I'm sure other people got it, because the person works in the property. So I'm sure, we're gonna have like a whole outbreak in my, apartment building. Yeah, so I'm expecting that. I'm not happy to expect that, or I'm not looking forward to it, but that's going to happen. And it's going to happen all over Arlington. My theory is, we're going to have thousands of dying in Arlington County alone this flu season. Yeah, I think you need to expect that. Because Arlington is really crowded. It's 26 square miles, and it's like really, really crowded everywhere. You go to like Roslyn, that's like COVID-19 death waiting to happen. Yeah, you'll see a lot of people dying in Roslyn during flu season. Like it's really crowded, and where I am, this area, Columbia Pike area, apartment building after apartment building, you can have a lot of people dying. I mean, it's not unexpected, right? This is COVID-19. It spreads through people, right? And if you're a single home, you are safe because you're in a single home. As long as nobody has it in your home, it's hard to get it, right? Because on the next house over is like, you have to walk outside for a while to get to the next house. But like in an apartment building, it's like every apartment unit is like a part of the apartment building, which is like a single house. So it's COVID can spread really easily. Um, yeah, I mean, so it's sad, but I hate to see my neighbors die from COVID, but some of them will. I mean, it's COVID-19. It's sad, Obviously, I don't want anybody to die anywhere, but especially in my apartment building. But it will happen, I mean, it's sad, but you have one case, one person can infect like 1,000 people. You just need one person in your building, apartment building. It's gonna spread like wildfire in your building. Yeah, because you could touch the wall, you could touch a elevator button. I mean, you could. I mean, they say COVID-19 stays in a surface for like 20, like 48 or 72 hours. You know, I don't carry gloves around. I push my elevator button with my hand. I mean, I mean, so it's you know, even if you take the stairs, the same thing. You have to use a doorknob. It's not like, well, if you use the stairs, you're not touching things. Of course, you're touching things. Yeah, so it only takes one person in a building to have it spread like wildfire. I'm hoping that it won't be bad, like an outbreak with like hundreds of people getting infected. That could happen. Yeah, I just have to be careful. But it's like this at all over Arlington. It's not just my apartment building, right? It's going to happen all over Arlington. That's why I am sure, I don't think we should be surprised if thousands of people die in Arlington, maybe tens of thousands through flu season. It can happen. Yeah, so brace yourself. Um, yeah, I mean, flu season is coming in a few weeks. So yeah, brace yourself. A lot of people are going to die. Um, yeah, so right now, don't worry about that. Have fun. Go to the beach when you can. Have fun because you may die before Christmas in Arlington. So yeah, go to the beach and have fun. I mean, that's what I would do. Yeah. Brazil is number two. 3,804,803 cases, 119,504 deaths. A lot of Latinos are going to die in the flu season. I'm predicting minimum 1 million Latinos in America, United States of America, will die. Minimum 1 million. A lot of people in New York who are Latino will die. I mean, there's a reason why we have so many cases and death in Florida, Texas, and California. We have a lot of Latinos in these states. And this is summer. During winter, flu is going to spread like crazy wildfire. So you're going to easily have 1 million Latinos die in the winter. Unfortunately, obviously, I don't want them to die, but yeah, I think you should expect it. Um, you see a pattern in the summer, and summer nobody is supposed to be dying, and you have 1,000 dying per day. Of course, in the winter, you could easily have 10,000, 20, 30,000 dying per day in the winter. Yeah, it's a big country. Look at Brazil. I mean, obviously Latinos are like hotcakes when it comes to COVID-19 cases and deaths. And look, Peru beat out, South Africa. There's nobody dying in Africa. If you're 100% pure black, I mean, geez, there's little chance you're going to get COVID and die. There's nobody's dying in Africa right now from COVID. But Latin America is a different story, unfortunately. Yeah, but it's pretty bad in India as well. India probably will have over 1 million dying. Right now they're number three, 338, 3,387,500 cases, 61,529 have died, 2% death rate. Russia is number four, and they have it's significantly lower than India. 977,730, 16,866 have died, 2% death rate. Peru's about to catch up to Russia and beat it. Peru has 621,997 cases. Death rate is higher than Russia's, 28,277, 5% death rate. Look at that, Peru's trying to catch up to it's already in top five. You could see like a lot of Latinos are going to die in Latin America. A lot of Latinos are going to die in America. It's really sad, especially because Arlington has so many Latinos. Yeah, it's really sad, but a lot of Latinos are going to die. You see how many Latinos are dying now in the summer in Latin American countries. So there's like no doubt that Latinos are going to die in large numbers in the winter. It's sad that New York public schools is opening because 40% of New York City public schools are Latino. So many of them are going to die. It's going to be so sad. I called on Governor Cuomo to close down the New York schools, on Mayor de Blasio to close down New York schools because I don't want these Latinos to die in New York. But, what can you do? I lobbied and worked hard to close down schools in Virginia State District. Arlington, Alexandria, Falls Church, Fairfax County, they're all 100% online. I lobbied for 3 months for your children, to save you from COVID-19. I'm Heerak Christian Kim, independent candidate for U.S. Congress in Virginia State District. I'm running as an independent to be your U.S. representative, to represent you in U.S. Congress. So vote for me on November 3rd, 2020. Yeah. So, yeah, I work hard to save you, but I'm also gonna enjoy the beach. I'm gonna be enjoying the beach. Yay! Beach life is fun. Beach life is fun. I should have married one of them. Jeez. They're from Holland. They're from the Netherlands. I have a Dutch friend at Georgetown. Uh, Stephanie Deckers. And she's really pretty, and she's really smart. She's a manager at a cafe at Georgetown, but unfortunately, right now, Georgetown campus is completely closed because of COVID-19. So yeah, I met her at the cafe in the Lao library, and she's really nice. She was at the Hoyathon 2019. And that's for all of us who are kind of having fun and dancing. It's a dance-a-thon, 12-hour dance-a-thon. So yeah, Stephanie is really nice. She's kind heart. Um, yeah, and so oh, hi Stephanie, Stephanie Deckers. So yeah, anyway, yeah, Stephanie Deckers is from Holland, and those two ladies there are from Holland as well. They're they're 18 or 19 or 20, 21. You don't like women like me, so I can't. What can I do? My my dating range is from 18 to 24. So of course, I'm gonna talk to the most beautiful women in the beach. You know, hook up with the most beautiful women on the beach. Obviously, that's life is too short. So, but I should have wanted to marry one of them. They're taller than me. Look how tall they are. Yeah, I like tall women. Women who are taller than me. And she's both of them are they're 6'2" or 6'3". They're 18, 19. They're that tall. I'm whoa, that's a lot of women. 6'3". That's. But anyway, yeah, this is what I mean. I'm so fixated on Jewish studies. I'm sure I would have been very happy had I married one of them. Yeah, they're both beautiful. But oh well, what can you do? I would have probably had 10 kids by now. Yeah, yeah. Oh well, life is good though. Memories, happy memories. I love the beach. Yeah, I love the beach. You gotta go to the beach, make some happy memories for you. When I was taking my pathophysiology exam. Hey, CNL 2020, CNL 2020, Georgetown University, yay! 25 of us graduated from CNL 2020, Clinical Nurse Leader Program at Georgetown University. It's a 2-year intensive program. Our cohort, 2020 cohort, started in the summer of 2018, and we graduated, in the summer of 2020. And nightmare. We had a lot of nightmare classes, but the most nightmarish class was probably pathophysiology. People literally had nervous breakdown. I didn't have a nervous breakdown, and one of the reasons why I didn't have a nervous breakdown is every time I needed to go to my happy place, I could think about my beautiful Dutch women. Uh, my beautiful fun time at in Mallorca, Palma de Mallorca in Spain. Yeah, I mean, I have so many happy memories. Every time, when I sit in front of that pathophysiology exam, I go back to that, guided imagery to this beautiful uh, memory. Oh, they're beautiful. Oh my gosh. You think they look good in the photo? You should see them in real life. My gosh. They're like absolutely beautiful. You know, they look far better in real life. And they look nice in the photo too. But oh my gosh, you see them in real life. They look like models. You know. Um, but yeah, what can I say? Yeah. So I hope you have I hope you have fun at the beach with Mindy and Mandy swimming, beautiful fish swimming, and swim with the fishes in the beach. Yeah, so I hope you have a lot of fun tomorrow at the beach. Virginia Beach is waiting. You have Ocean City waiting. You have Delaware beaches waiting. And Claire Paoletta, she's one of us, you know, uh, clinical nurse leader 2020 core members. She said there's a beach near here that's like, less than an hour or something away. I've never been there, but you could probably find out. Claire, I think was like rank 1 or rank 2. Hi, Claire. Yingfu McMillan. She's like either Yingfu McMillan or Claire Paoletta from Falls Church. They were number 1. I still don't know who was number 1 because we were kind of told not to discuss grades with each other. So you know, um, but I'd love to know who's number 1. Who's our valedictorian? Who's our salutatorian? My guess is either Yingfu McMillan or Claire Paoletta. That's my guess. But they're the smartest people in our program, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, when we were allowed to talk about grades, we were all talking about grades. So we kind of knew like who had A's and stuff like that because we were all talking about grades. But once they said, oh, don't talk about grades, we couldn't really talk about grades. So yeah, but life is short. I talk about grades with you. I have nothing to hide. I had 3.528 final GPA at Georgetown University. Like an A- average, so I'm happy about it. Yeah, so CNL 2020, CNL 2020, Georgetown, yay! Congratulations to you, Claire. Congratulations to you, yay! Congratulations to all my core members. CNL 2020, yay! Yeah, it's exciting, we're done with our 2 years of excellent program, which was a living hell because it was so hard. I think everybody, all 25, would say that it was a living hell. I don't think anybody would say it wasn't a living hell. I mean, just to be honest with you, it was such a hard program for 2 years. But obviously, in 2 years, we were prepared to take 2 exams, right? NCLEX RN, because all of us did not do a bachelor's in nursing. So this master's program was our first experience in nursing. So, we're taking all 25 of us are taking NCLEX RN exam. And then this is a master's program, so it's a specialist program. It's like equivalent to MBA, but it's like a nursing MBA. So master's in clinical nurse leader. And so, the nature of the program is such that we get trained to be experts, right? Because master's level is an expert level. So with a master's degree, you become an expert, right? So all of us now have masters in clinical nurse leader. So we're experts. Yeah, we are certified experts because we have our master's degree in clinical nurse leader. So we are by definition experts. Um, so obviously that's why it was so hard for 2 years, because obviously when we graduate, we become certified experts. Just with our master's degree, we are experts. Um, yeah, I mean, and so yeah, I passed my clinical nurse leader national certification exam. So national certifying body recognizes me as an expert, as well. But the degree itself confers expertise, right? If you earn a master's degree, you're an expert. That's why it's called master's degree. You are a master of a subject, right? Um, yeah. So hopefully I'll meet somebody like that. One of them, like maybe I should go to Holland, because you should visit Holland. I mean, every other girl looks like that. Well, not really. Okay, to be honest, they're kind of, they're more attractive than the average. But there are a lot of attractive women in Holland. You could read my book, Five Nights in Amsterdam. I wrote a novel, a travel novel called Five Nights in Amsterdam, by Heerak Kim. So if you go to Amazon.com, and you could order it like from Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com, you could read my Five Nights in Amsterdam. It's based on a true story. Like, authors write based on their experience, right? you know. So yeah, I have Five Nights on Amsterdam. You should read it. You can get a glimpse, a picture of what life in Holland is like. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Stephanie, you should read it too. Stephanie Deckers. If you're watching, everybody's watching this show, so you're probably watching. You should read my novel, Five Nights in Amsterdam. you know, um, yeah, Stephanie has a twin sister. They look exactly alike. I can't tell them apart. It's like amazing. Like they're like, and they're both really nice. And obviously they look the same. They're both really pretty, But yeah, they're really nice people. Yeah, nice inside and out. Yeah, I like both of them. They're really nice. Um, so yeah, Holland is a great place. I love visiting Holland. There's like beautiful museums. Rijksmuseum. You have a Van Gogh Museum. Yeah. Beautiful women. you know. So yeah, you can't complain. Unfortunately, we can't really visit Europe now because of COVID-19. But yeah, I'm so glad I visited Holland at least 30 times, maybe more. Because when I flew to Israel, I always flew KLM, Royal Dutch Airlines, and its hub is Amsterdam. So every time I flew to Israel, I had a stopover in Amsterdam because it's the hub, and it's like a free stopover. And I like go and see stuff in Amsterdam, and so yeah, I visited Holland at least like 30 times, at least, maybe more, 30 different times. So because I lived in Israel for over 3 years, so every time I flew home for Christmas, I'll stop over in Holland. And when on the way back, I stopped over in Holland, So I love Holland. So yeah. So I was glad, that I got to enjoy time with them, you know. Uh, you know, uh, yeah. So yeah. So go to the beach, have fun. Go to the beach and have fun. Make some happy memories for yourself too. Be like guided imagery, happy memories for COVID-19 winter of death. you know, yeah. So yeah, I hope you have a lot of fun tomorrow at the beach, and I look forward to seeing you when you get back from, you know, all that fun, all those happy memories. you know. And I'll bring you more information about the developing story of all these Americans getting COVID for the second time. That's like being documented and spreading all over America. You know, doctors are like documenting that. You know, so that's right now the latest development with COVID-19. People getting COVID-19 for like second time. You know, people who had like in March or April getting it again now in August. So yeah, so that's happening. Obviously, the flu season, many more will get it. Like especially in New York, you'll probably have the same people who got it in March get it again. Yeah, because they live in the same area. It's probably like hot area, you know, where things spread. So they'll all get it again. That's my prediction. Like 80 to 90% of people who had COVID-19 in March to April will get it again, and many of them will die this time. You know, because COVID-19 virus is still in there, and you're just gonna probably get infected with another strain. There's like over 40 strains. So, you know, probably like viral load will increase in your body, you know, different versions of COVID-19. Yeah, it's like a lot of people are going to die in New York. I'm predicting 1 million plus. So, yeah, you know, if you're in New York City, man, it's time to get out, you know, if you want to live. But hey, you know, you don't have to listen to me. You know, we're going to be like talking about this, you know, like in November, and we'll be counting all the people who's dying in New York. And I'll be like, I told you so. I told you to get out of New York when you had the chance. Told you to get out in August when you could. It's too late now. It's November. Everybody's dying. You know. Yeah, it's nothing to laugh about, but I'm giving you warning. I'm giving you fair warning to save your life, right? You know, it's up to you to listen. But if you don't want to listen, you know, you want to take your chances, hey, that's your freedom. But yeah, it's like an incubator, you know, all these people in small space. Yeah, people are going to die left and right this flu season in New York City. Um, yeah, but you know, hopefully you have happy memories like the ones that I have. Yeah, happy memories. Keep you going. Yeah. Oh, oh, that was so nice. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, you know, hope you have a lot of fun at the beach tomorrow. You have 1 week left at the beach, so don't miss out. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And I hope that you'll be well and that your family will be well too. See you tomorrow. Bye.